This podcast is sponsored by Orchid Live. Find out more at orchidlive.com. Here's your SOM News Update for June 2026. I'm Steve Randall. A new SOM guide highlights how OH can play a bigger role in improving employee well-being, reducing sickness absence and attracting and retaining talent. The report identifies 3 key barriers to integrating OH into the employee value proposition: poor perception of OH as a compliance function, limited understanding of its purpose, and delayed engagement until issues become critical. To address these challenges, SOM recommends raising awareness of OH's strategic value, integrating it with wider health and well-being benefits, and using OH expertise to shape evidence-based workforce health strategies. The guide also includes case studies and examples of potential cost savings from better use of OH. A workshop on integrating OH into the EVP will be held on the 29th of June. Contact Nick Parle at SOM to take part. WISE QM is a new initiative from SOM and the Royal College of Psychiatrists. Designed as a sector-wide quality mark, it aims to help organisations identify high-quality, evidence-based workplace wellbeing services. The framework will support informed purchasing decisions, address concerns around digital health solutions such as effectiveness, data security and engagement, and promote ongoing evaluation of wellbeing interventions. Ultimately, WISE QM seeks to provide a trusted benchmark for workplace wellbeing that delivers meaningful benefits for both employers and employees. SOM has welcomed government plans to pilot reforms to the FitNote system, arguing that the current approach is failing too many workers who could remain in employment. SOM believes the proposed workability plan could help reduce pressure on GPs, improve communication between employers and employees, and generate valuable evidence for future reforms. However, a response from SOM Chair Professor Neil Greenberg stresses that non-clinical practitioners involved in the pilots must receive appropriate training and supervision, with OH experts playing a central role. Effective FitNote reform could reduce sickness absence, improve retention and health outcomes, and deliver benefits for employers, workers and the NHS. There's lots of activity for SOM's special interest groups in July. DocMed on the 1st, MSK on the 6th, commercial providers on the 7th, lung function on the 10th, drug and alcohol on the 13th, and NIHL on the 28th. And there are 2 SOM events in July: Introduction to Occupational Health on Wednesday the 1st of July, and Wellbeing Professional Competency Framework on Monday the 20th. A recent Work and Pensions Committee report on disability and ill health in the workplace highlights the growing impact of poor health on employment and the wider economy. The report calls for stronger support to help people stay in and return to work, including earlier intervention, better employer practices and improved access to OH services. It also emphasises the need for a more effective FitNote system and closer integration between health and employment support, recognising that good work can play an important role in improving health and well-being. The findings reinforce the importance of OH in tackling economic inactivity and supporting a healthier, more productive workforce. New guidance from the Health and Safety Executive highlights the importance of health surveillance for workers exposed to RCS when cutting, grinding or polishing engineered stone. Engineered stone can contain up to 95% silica, with exposure linked to serious and irreversible diseases, including silicosis, COPD and lung cancer. The guidance stresses that regular health surveillance should sit alongside effective dust controls, such as water suppression, respiratory protection and safe cleaning practices. Employers are encouraged to monitor workers' health, identify early signs of disease and take action to prevent further exposure, helping to protect workers and ensure compliance with legal duties. This month's mini CPD episode will be out next week, focusing on hearing. Here's just a taster.
Hearing aids are never going to fully replace the kind of brilliantly delicate nature of our ears that we're born with, and that give us that kind of real satisfaction from listening to music. Really, we should be turning the sound down where we can, moving away from the noise where we can, not creating the noise. You know, a lot of noise is created in workplaces where we could just switch things off and we just leave them running just to, you know, keep them warm or whatever it might be. Helen Keller, who was deafblind, she sort of quoted saying, you know, losing my sight took me away from things, but losing my hearing took me away from people.
And the full episode will be out next week. SOM members get all the news first in the e-news email, and remember to catch up with our other podcast episodes in the same place you're listening to this one. They include Special Interest Group, Occupational Therapist and Mini CPD series. And until next time, thanks for listening to the SOM News Update. This podcast is sponsored by Orchid Live. Orchid Live is a specialist occupational health software used by a number of SOM members to run every aspect of their occupational health operations. They hold healthcare records for over 1 million UK workers and work with both in-house OH teams and OH providers. You can find out more at orchidlive.com.